As a young girl growing up in this community, did you ever think that you'd be sitting in this office?
No, sir. I did not think the opportunity would ever arise.
Hildale, Utah Mayor Donia Jessop is what you might call a Western pioneer. The first woman to ever hold Hildale's top office. During her 7 years on the job, Jessop has overseen a truly remarkable transformation in her town and neighboring Colorado City, Arizona.
I think the good things that are happening here speak for themselves, and the businesses that are popping up are different kind of businesses than we've ever seen pop up here.
Add to that a new office complex, multi-unit apartments, vacation rentals, excellent public schools, and a large shopping center. It's a long way from where the community was not long ago, when the twin border towns were best known for being under the cult control of polygamous prophet Warren Jeffs and his FLDS church.
And ladies, build up your husband by being submissive.
Following the death of his father Rulon in 2001, Warren Jeffs ushered in the darkest era in this community's history. Hundreds of large families torn apart, prominent men exiled, and younger girls married off by Jeffs to his polygamous followers.
There's not enough girls to go around for them so they can have all the wives they want.
Then there were the Lost Boys, hundreds of young men forced to work as children, then abandoned and exiled as they came of age. All at the orders of Warren Jeffs.
An active fugitive investigation continues.
There have been nationwide manhunts, high-profile prosecutions, and of course that infamous raid on Jeffs' compound in West Texas.
Mr. Jeffs, did you rape those 2 girls?
Prosecutors in the Lone Star State securing the conviction that sent Warren Jeffs to prison for life for raping 2 girls, ages 15 and 12. That was in 2011. This is now.
I rebranded Hildale right when I got into office, and the rebranding was so important. It used to be Southern Utah Deseret, and now it is Hildale City Welcome Home.
Many of them, like the Lost Boys or others once exiled by Jeffs, who have returned in large numbers and are now building a new future.
There aren't very many of us left here in the community.
Most of Warren Jeffs' followers abandoned the community long ago or were evicted for not paying taxes. Esther is one of only a handful of FLDS faithful who still live in Colorado City and Hildale, where the past and the present collide.
A lot of people, when they come back here, they see all the changes, and it hurts.
Raymond Hammond is the brewer and part owner of Colorado City's now famous Edge of the World Brewery, a brewery that couldn't exist under FLDS control.
We still have our FLDS locals, and they're still here, and we love them. But, this town is no longer controlled by the cult, and we're grateful for it.
But perhaps nothing demonstrates the community's changing dynamics more than the reaction of locals to a man named Samuel Bateman.
We will not put up with that in our community. Don't come here and think you're going to set up shop and do those kinds of things. We won't put up with it.
And that's why Jessop and others in the community were alarmed and angry when Samuel Bateman began attracting lots of attention, claiming to be a new FLDS prophet, driving around in Bentleys and Range Rovers, and gathering up nearly 24 women and girls as his plural wives in his 2 Colorado City homes.
Some of the girls Sam had were 12 years old that were sleeping with 40-year-old men.
Ruth Stubbs was only 19 when she became one of the first brave women to stand up and speak out publicly about the many abuses of FLDS prophet Warren Jeffs. For Ruth, hearing the Sam Bateman story like reliving a nightmare.
So they've been so told what to do their whole entire lives that they feel lost, that they don't have someone to follow.
Esther is a faithful member of the FLDS church, and she says that she's happy Sam Bateman is behind bars.
We absolutely do not condone Sam and anything that he did, and there were many FLDS that were willing to help bring him down and put him in prison.
That was the community getting involved and saying, no, this isn't happening here.
So the public's clear. Long before he got pulled over at Flagstaff, a lot of people in this town were dropping the dime on Sam.
Absolutely.
With so many people sounding the alarm starting in 2019, some now wonder why it took law enforcement until late 2022 to bust Sam Bateman, questioning that if the traffic stop had not happened, whether Samuel Bateman would still be trafficking and sexually abusing children.
Should law enforcement have jumped in sooner, do you think? Or
Law enforcement couldn't jump in sooner. They had to have the evidence. We've known that, from past. Warren Jeffs, it took so long to get that taken care of. You have to have evidence.
And now a mountain of evidence and a full confession in court about to send Samuel Bateman to prison for decades. And many in the community now hope that this finally marks the end of this chapter in history.
I wanted everyone that had stayed here but now live in a different community to feel like they were home, welcome home. For those who had left and are coming back to the community, welcome home. And for those who have never been here and have no roots, welcome home. We want you here.